Okay, I'm at Ông Bầu. Today I turn 62. Yeah, 62. So I'm 62 years old. Knew was supposed to come by, not for my birthday, but I told her I'll introduce her to Beer Lao. And I even told her I'll smoke a joint with her. But she's not here yet, so I just realized literally this morning that it is my birthday. I mean, I knew it was coming up, but I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, I'm going to do a reading because I haven't done a reading in a very long time. That used to be fairly regular. But I haven't done a reading in forever. The last time I did a reading was in a hotel room by myself in Busan, Korea. It's on YouTube somewhere. So anyway, I'm going to do another reading by myself today, but I have you as my audience. The first poem I'm going to read, well, I'm going to read only one poem in English and then two in Vietnamese, okay? So this poem is kind of long, so you can if you Google Grace Ferry Poetry Foundation and my name, you find it on the internet. So to follow along, you can search for it right now, okay? Grace Ferry Poetry Foundation, my name, it should show up. This poem was the last one I got paid for before I left the USA. I actually got more than $1,000 for this poem. The most I ever got paid for a poem, and it just happened to be my last published poem. So anyway, give you a few seconds to find it. Okay, I'm gonna get started. Grace Ferry. The name itself is dismal. Stumbling into adulthood, I spent a year there, on a narrow, much interrupted street. My austere block had a single sick tree. Tim Fender and I rented a row house for only $50 a month. Basically, it was a shell bought by this gay man who thought he would fix it up, but Grace Ferry made him so depressed he had to bolt. Being Catholic Irish, the hood couldn't have been congenial to someone gay unless he's a priest. Still, I seriously doubt the neighbors did or said anything. They certainly didn't show hostility to Tim or I, two art fags. Everyone suffered in Grace Ferry, and in 1986 it literally stank, for there were two huge lots filled with garbage, thanks to a 20-day strike by Philly's garbage men. I had left art school without a degree, for why borrow money to learn painting from all these failed artists? Why not just slink somewhere and paint? Though I never amount to crap as a painter, I've taught myself to write, sort of, instead of hawking my life to a bank, just so I could be misled and muddled by stunted or puff-up typists. That year, I man up and mainline Celine's Death on the Installment Plan and his journey to the end of the night. After the first paragraph of Death, I knew there were risks to reading further, but until I could finish all 1,000 plus pages of these books, I didn't leave the house. It took me a week. Then I started my own novel, from which I would read on UPenn's WXPN. The response was great, actually, but people were just astonished by my on-air delirium, for the writing was a goofy mess. I had to toss it. WXPN liked my raving so much, it even made me a host until I really went nuts on a live show. The Grace Ferry shell was freezing. I ate badly, drank rather well, kissed Rachel upside down, bit her lips, and not in a nice way either. I apologize. And I'm saying sorry again for one, can never say sorry enough. I'm sorry. Any lived life will trail loose ends, but what are unforgivable are malice and betrayal. For a month, Tim had a boyfriend, then much later told me he wasn't really gay. I wasn't too gay myself, for my prospects as human artist and writer were pathetic. Irrelevant young artists and writers lie on gray sheets and dream of greatness as society sinks further into stupid. Hi, I'm stupid. This is stupid. Nice to meet you, stupid. You just show up. I'm going to continue reading. I'm videotaping on YouTube. Okay. I'm going to finish reading. Okay. I have an audience of one, so I'm going to finish the poem. The locals, though, can never be stupid, but I didn't know it then, so I miss awe of Grace Ferry breath and death, which I never bothered to investigate. Tense, I talked to no locals. I simply assumed my future was in New York or at least downtown Philadelphia. What a farce. Had I mingled in Grace Ferry, I might have discovered its trade in soiled underwear. For 17 years, neighborhood boys would run to Swank Rittenhouse Square to sell their skid-mark Fruit of the Loom to Fast Eddie. A UPenn dropout, Eddie also paid these St. John Newman kids to piss, shit, or throw up into his mouth. He kept shit in pizza boxes. Though HIV positive, Ed had butt sex with some of these teenage boys. Before his trial, Uncle Ed died of AIDS. Eddie studied economics, then music, married his high school sweetheart, divorced her. The love of his life, though, was excreta. Messy yet meticulous, he saved all of his boys' underwear in 312 trash bags. To be an artist, you must not blunt your troubling vision, no matter how queer. Hedge and you'll be a half-assed punk. To be true, you must be willing to die. You must, as Gary Snyder says, kiss the ass of the devil and eat shit. You must have as much integrity as Uncle Eddie of Philadelphia. Shit, man, it's coming down. It's raining. I better not ruin this laptop. I ruined my last laptop by walking in the rain with it. Fuck. I have an audience. Wait a second. I'm going to read 2 more poems in Vietnamese. Yesterday, talking to you at this very bar, I said, you know, it's pathetic that we had to switch to English halfway through, because both of us are more comfortable in English. Or maybe is that true? You more comfortable in English? Yeah. I mean, what the fuck, you know? So, just to redeem myself somewhat, I'm going to read 2 poems in Vietnamese to show, hey, that I also know pretty good Vietnamese. Okay, I'm not bragging. Okay, so you guys won't understand any of this, but I have to do this, all right? I'm even gonna kneel down to repent. Okay, this is for you because she can understand it, okay? Mặt xinh ngủ đẹp, báo thù là kẻ rậm lông trong giấc mơ trơ trụi. Vì mày đốt tao, tao sẽ làm nhục mày. Vì mày quẹt tao, tao sẽ tụt quần mày. Vì mày hút tao, tao sẽ xài xể mày. Vì mày lờ tao, tao sẽ xử tử mày. Những khớp ngón tay đã được chế bởi sỉ nhục tích trữ trong xương. Tất cả cục u trên mình đều là khớp ngón tay. Có bao nhiêu khớp ngón tay trên mặt xinh ngủ đẹp. Okay, one more poem in Vietnamese and I'm done for the day. I have my beer lao, you know. It's my birthday. I'm 62. I didn't even know about it until this morning. Oh, wow. That's why I get my fucking beer. All right. So one more poem in Vietnamese. This is called Thư nhủ giường tôi. Giường xốc xếch mút xến người yêu đời đời của tôi. Kẻ thấu những kinh hoàng nhơ nhuốc tội lỗi tôi. Tuồng mặt nhọ cải lương độc ca và giao duyên. Lại nhảy say khướt xin xỏ sướt mướt lầm rầm hừng sáng. Đừng tòi ra chuyện kín bọn mình cho tình báo địch. Chúng đang bao trùm đôi ta đêm nay giường ơi. Và tối mai và tối mốt nữa mày là thuyền thủng lênh đênh trên biển Đông để tẩu thoát. Thành phố Hồ Chí Minh, mày là cái cáng bầy hầy đầy thiếu thốn hàng đêm của tao. Okay, man. I better shut my laptop before it burns. All right, goodbye for now. I hope everything came out sort of okay.
Is that for the is that for the organizer of the reading down in Ho Chi Minh City?
I just decided to read that